Hi everybody, welcome back to Rec Sports at Home. My name is Katie Landrum and I'm the Assistant Director for Group Exercise. Today we're going to do a lower body workout. We've got a quick 3 sets of 3 moves, so 9 moves total. It's going to get you sweaty, it's going to help you feel your legs a little bit more, maybe feel a little bit sore tomorrow. And we're going to have a little bit of fun. My main goal with some of these workouts is to keep it quick, simple, and fun. So you're going to challenge your balance and get a lower body workout as well. So to get started, you always want to do a warm-up. So I would suggest taking a quick walk around your house or your area that you have to get your heart rate up just a little bit to keep it going. And then do a little bit of mobility. So maybe open the leg and close it up. Getting some balance work in there as well. You might want to do some lunges to get some practice in for our workout. But do anything that helps you get warmed up and you feel nice and loose for your workout. So like I said earlier, we've got 3 sets of 3 moves. And you're going to do each move 15, 9, and 3. So you're going to repeat it 3 times on each side, taking down the number of reps each time. So we'll put all that on the screen, so don't worry. But here are your 3 sets. Your first set is squats, side lunge, and calf raise, which will look a little something like this. So with your squats, you're going to have your feet hip width apart here, and you're going to sit back like somebody took the chair out from underneath you. You're going to feel your glutes squeeze up at the top, and you're going to feel those heels sinking into the floor. You feel your weight mostly in your toes and you can lift your heels. Sink your hips back so that your knees step right over those ankles. After that, you're going to go into a side lunge. So pick a side, we'll do both. And you're going to step in and stay on that same leg. Good. So here you're shifting your whole body towards that leg and coming back. 10 toes point forward. And you can keep those feet stationary here like this. Or you can tap in like I showed earlier. You can even, if you're feeling fancy, take that balance. Good. So 15 of those in that first set. And then you'll come to balance here with maybe that toe on the floor or lifted. And you're going to do single leg calf raise. So here what you want to see is that your heel is lifting straight up and straight down. Good. So you can take that here. You can take that toe on the ground for a little bit of balance. You can even go against the wall here for some balance. Good. So those are your first 3 moves. As you can tell, I'm already a little bit winded. First 3 moves, you're going to repeat right and left. 15, 9, 3. So you'll do 15 squats, 15 side lunges, 15 calf raises, back to 15 squats, and repeat the other side. Side lunges for 15, and calf raises for 15. Then cut it down to 9. And cut it down to 3. Now let's look at our last 2 sets. Your second set is very similar, except we're going to start with a sumo squat. So your heels are wider than your hips here, and toes are turned at 45 degree angles. Kind of think like 10 and 2, like you're driving a car. Sit those hips down straight between your heels, and stand right up. So with our squat, we're going to be riding an elevator here. Our back is against the wall, and we're going straight up, straight down. Same idea here as with those squats. Our knees are hovering over those ankles rather than going forward over those toes. Good. So same idea, 15 sumo squats. Then turn towards the leg for lunges. Good. So if this is your split squat or your lunge, you can stay right here. Or you can tap forward. You can also drive that knee forward here for balance. But main idea here is we want both knees to have a 90-degree bend. And you're riding that elevator again, going straight up, straight down. Good. The last thing here is make sure the weight is in the front heel. After your 15th lunge or your last lunge, you're going to take single leg deadlifts or hinges. So the main goal here is to hinge at the hips, and not lose your balance. Hinge at the hips and stand on up. Good. So here, we're focusing on keeping that core nice and tight. And if you put your hands on your hips, right up below your shirt or right at below your hip bones, that's where you should feel a crease. You can even take that back heel lifted with you and come back. Good. And then you're going to come back to sumo squats and repeat that on the other side for 15, 9, and 3. Now your final round, you're going to take it to the floor. Good. You're going to come into a bridge position. Now you can choose to do glute bridges here with both feet on the ground, Or you can lift one leg each time. So you start here, but eyes are looking towards the sky. 10 toes are pointing all in the same direction, like the lanes on the highway. We don't want crisscrossing here. But you'll go straight up, straight down, and those thighs should be in line. If you don't want to take that leg all the way up, you can always keep that heel a little bit farther in front so you still get a little bit of that single leg work. Good. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Now, when you're done, you'll bring that leg up and you'll do some bicycle crunches. Now, I know this isn't lower body, but who doesn't love a little core work? Take opposite elbow to opposite knee and stay on that side. Good. So keeping that chest wide, hands rest lightly behind the ears. You can bring both legs to table. If you're feeling frisky, you can straighten that opposite leg and hold that hovering above the floor. Good, 15 there. And then you'll come to reverse table and take dead bugs, where you'll reach that front one leg away from that opposite arm, come back. Good. And you're gonna feel your core stabilize here as you're moving. But we're gonna stay on that same side like we did with the bicycle crunches. So you can keep the head down if you'd like. You can lift the head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. You can keep that bottom leg down. No matter what, you're gonna be feeling this in the core. If you'd like to just take the lower body portion and relax that head into the hands, you can take that as well. So lots of options there. Then you'll repeat on the second side. 15 single leg glute bridges or both leg glute bridges. 15 bicycle crunches. And then 15 dead bugs with the opposite arm and leg. Good. All right, so a little bit more detail about how to make that happen. So I would suggest going through your first set, all 15, 9, and 3. Do your second set, 15, 9, and 3. And then do that floor set, 15, 9, and 3. And do a little bit of a cool down. So you maybe take another lap around your house, around your space. And then do a couple stretches to help your heart rate come back down to normal. I would start with a figure 4 stretch. That'll be nice for the glute. And so here you want to find some balance here. You can even sit in a chair here on the floor if you'd like to do that. But if you're standing, keep the head up. And you can even use a wall for some balance. You're going to feel that in the outside of the glute. Take a big breath in. And let it go. Hold that for about 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. And then switch to your hamstring stretch. 10 toes up towards the sky. Straight leg is nice and long so you feel the stretch in the hamstring. But hands are on your bent leg. So I should be able to lift this foot and not fall over because most of my weight's in this back leg. Head is nice and tall. So rather than bringing your head to your knee here, we want to sit those hips back and hinge at the hips just like that deadlift. And then last but not least, take that quad stretch. So here you can grab onto the pant leg if that feels better, or you can grab onto the toes here. Squeeze those knees towards one another, almost like you're trying to line them up. Keep those hips in line. And then if you're like, well, I need something a little bit deeper, pull your belly button in and ribs to hips, and keep that knee right where it is, and you'll feel a deeper stretch in the quad and the hip flexor. Good, take a big breath in, let it go. Then you can even come into this final sumo squat stretch, where you bring your hands onto your knees, and you sink nice and low. You'll feel this through the inner thighs. You can even take a gentle twist for those obliques we worked with our core work. The main goal here is to have that support on your hands, and rather than grounding here, keep that back nice and long. All right, that should do it for your lower body circuit. If you have any questions or concerns, let us know. Again, I'm Katie, and this is your lower body circuit. We have our comment card on the website if you have any questions or concerns about anything that we're doing. But if you want something tailored a little bit more to you, we also have our Ask the Trainer feature on the website, where you can go submit your question, let them know what equipment you have, and you can get some suggestions on what you can do at home. See you next Monday at noon. Bye.